Good morning, TCCA 2020 Session 2. Hopefully you were in the first session with Mike Bonner. It was amazing. But our next presenter is going to be just as amazing. So a couple of ground rules. Make sure that if you've got questions for our presenter, you put them in the comments. Only nice questions and comments in the comment section. They are public. Number 2, make sure that you're paying attention. There will be a test at the end. Don't think I'm lying. So with no further ado, I'm going to put her screen up and we're going to let her present. So let's have some fun. It is on you, Fiama.
Muy bien. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. I am Fiama, and I'm here with you to share this presentation about virtual field trips and how to create your own to make and use them in any of the grades that you are teaching, since kindergarten to high school, using basic tools from Google. You are going to learn how to create your own. So I'm going to start just presenting myself. I am from Argentina. I am a special education teacher, and I've been living in the United States for 1 year and a half. This is my second year working in Martin Millennium Academy in Tarboro, North Carolina, as a kindergarten teacher. And I'm working as ambassador teacher to the program Participate Learning. So I am an active Twitter people. So if you want to follow me, you can look for me in Twitter as @Miss Liaudat, and you can see all the things that we used to do and we used to put in practice in our classrooms and continue sharing more things and more resources. So we are going to start talking about why using virtual field trips in the classroom and why virtual, right? This idea was born in the middle of the quarantine times. As an exchange teacher, I need to do for the government some kind of exchange, cultural exchange activity with Argentina. So when everything started and I need to be at home and I couldn't be with my student, I thought, how I'm going to do this exchange activity, how I'm going to show them my culture. So it was in that way that this idea was born as, okay, I can create a virtual field trip to them, to the main places in my country, why not? Of course, I tried to look for some virtual field trips already created, but as in Argentina, not everybody speaks English, most of them are in Spanish, they are not taking all the cool places that we have. So I said, okay, I need to do my own. And so it was in that way that I started looking for the tools that I know how to use. And I said, well, with this one, I can create something. So that was the beginning of all this adventure that showed me that you can do a virtual field trip to wherever you go and in the way that you most like. So virtual field trips allow students to experience the world, of course, right from your classroom, their houses, or any place where they are going to be, because they only need have a device, computer, iPad, phone, whatever they can use for connect. Also, using virtual field trips, you're going to be connecting them to the global competencies and the sustainable development goals. That is something that we as exchange teachers are working all the time with. And of course, you can integrate them easily into units and lessons that you're already teaching. I don't know if you're working with some kind of cultures around the world, Mexico, Europe, Asia, whatever. You can travel to any place in the world just using your computer. Taking these kind of virtual field trips are going to increase our student global awareness, and they are going to be able to make connection between themselves, their local community, and of course the world. In my case, my idea was make a connection between them and my country. The most important thing, this is a free resource. Like, you don't have to pay anything. You only have to have imagination, creativity, and be able to have time. Time that is really important to do all the things, but you are not going to need to pay anything. So you can travel around the world from your house. Now, how you can start using virtual field trips? Like, how you have to find a way to have time to create it, but then you can put in practice in any content that you are teaching. So you are going to take a look and say, okay, I'm working with it. I can make a virtual field trip to that museum, to that a square, to that a government, to that city, to that, like, take a look of your content and try to find in which way you can mix your content with the cool virtual field trip. Also, if you don't have time, but you really want to put in practice this kind of stuff, you can look in this website. I'm going to give you some minutes to take a note of them. These are virtual field trips that are already created. Of course, most of them are in English, but from them you can look and try to find. Maybe they have some places that you can visit that work with your content, and you don't need to spend time creating your own. But as I said before, the most cool part of this is being able to create your own, put your own things, your own ideas, select the perfect places that you want to take them. So if you ask me, I would prefer always continue creating my own virtual field trips. So before continue, this is like with the kids, right? Before starting knowing how to create our virtual field trips, I'm going to move to my other screen. I am going to show you just a little part and quickly of the virtual field trip that I made with my student last year. That was, of course, to Argentina. Due to that, we are. So this is the screen that my students were seeing. I put this presentation was with some kind of music behind, of course. So they have all the tips before starting the trip. So they need to have the speakers on. They have to take a look of the underlying words because those words are going to take us to different places. We ask them to take pictures, in this case, screenshots of the places that they most like so they can share them after the trip. And then they are going to have a part to complete it. And I sent to them a virtual passport to collect stamps because we were doing different virtual field trips, but this is something that is totally optional.
Señores pasajeros, bienvenidos al vuelo 935 de Aerolíneas Argentinas con destino Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the flight number 935 of Aerolíneas Argentinas with next stop Buenos Aires, Argentina. We are going to be arriving in 8 hours and a half. Enjoy your flight.
Well, this was my voice, so I was able to use it. This was like pretending that we were inside the airplane. That was the trip that we made.
Bienvenidos al Aeropuerto Internacional Ministro Pistarini de Ezeiza. Welcome to the Ministro Pistarini International Airport, also known as Ezeiza International Airport. Welcome to Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Well, that was the arriving to our country, and as you can see, we find the first word that is underlined with blue. I'm not going to click on this one because it's not like the best one that this presentation has, but when you click on that word, it's going to take us inside the airport. And how I did it, I'm going to show you then with the tools that we're going to learn how to use. This is a video, I'm going to skip it because it has music, but it was a video of Buenos Aires. And here with some music that we can hear right now, I start showing them the main places of Argentina. Each time that you see a word that is underlined is because it has a link that is going to take us to a specific place. In this case, it takes us to the obelisk of Buenos Aires. I'm going to keep passing this part.
Estación Avenida 9 de Julio. Próxima estación, Cabildo de Buenos Aires.
We pretend that we're using the public transportation of my city, like the subway, the train, the buses. I'm going to skip this part because it has a video too. I hope that even though you are just learning how to do a virtual field trip, you can enjoy the different pictures that I'm showing you from my country. That is beautiful. There were so many things that I'm using in this one. I'm just skipping to make it more fast, and because we can go and come back to so many websites to make it easier. But you can use so
Do
many
you know
resources.
that Buenos Aires?
I want to arrive until the end. As if you pay attention in each slide, you have different links to go that are going to allow you to go directly to each place. In this case, if you click on that, you're going to be standing up in the middle of the Caminito Way, and you're going to be looking around you, all the beautiful houses that you can see there. It's another video. This is Palermo. And this is the end of our trip. They come back to their countries. So the idea of this is like they can see it as a presentation, they can interact with the virtual field trip, they can click in each word underlined to go to the different places, and make it like with videos and audios and different effects, make it more engaging for them. So I'm going to skip this. Which are the tools that we're going to use to be able to put all these things that I put in my presentation? What we are going to use, first of all, Google Slides. Second, and the most important one, Google Earth. YouTube to take some videos. Google Drive to work with pictures and to work with the audios. And these are optional tools that you can use. You can. It depends of the things that you want to put in the presentation, but are tools that I use for mine. One is YouTube Catcher, that is for convert videos. The other one is Another Voice, that is the one that I use for make that airplane message. And the last one is Google Forms, that it will be if you want to ask your students to make some kind of question or to complete some kind of activity after a virtual field trip to check that they did it, you can use this tool to complete it. So the first thing we are going to do is to learn is how to create backgrounds in Google Slides. So I'm going to go out from here, and I'm going to show you the different tools that we have in Google Slides. In this case, I am in Google Slides, so you can see everything. How to create background? Here we have the option of background. So you are going to choose an image. You are going to upload a picture from your computer or from Google Drive or from, you can look in Google search that you're going to find here. So here we have image, choose image. And as I said before, you can upload it. You can take a picture of you if you want. You can look from your Google Drive or look directly in Google. So you'll search here for anything and it's going to appear and you're going to upload it. When you are done, you are going to click on that button. And this is going to be, for example, in this one is my background. And as you can see, if I click on it, it's not going to move. So I can put everything on it that this is going to stay stuck because it's my background. The cool thing is like you don't only need to put a quiet background. As you see in my presentation, there were some kind of moving images. And why is that? Because I use GIF images that I'm going to show you now. How we are going to work with GIF images? You are going to search on Google any animated GIF. You are going to put directly, like, I don't know, map GIF, clock GIF. So you have to select the option of GIF. In any way, if you click on the bar tools that you have under the search bar, you are going to find that you can click what kind of images you want to look for. It could be PNG, GIF, and you can select it. You can see it's there. So you are going to look for an image that is moving. You are going to save it as a normal image, and then you're going to upload it in the document so you can use as a background. And I'm going to show you this one, right? As you can see, if I click on the image, it's not going to do anything. Why? Because this is my background. So on it, I can put the text if I want, and it's going to appear in front of the image because, as I said before, it's my background. So you can put whatever you want there, and the background is going to continue doing its that. So I think that this is a great tool to make it more engaging for the student, because they are going to be seeing that. Oh, wow, what is that? Even though you can use it as background, you can use them as a regular picture too. For example, in the first page of my presentation, I don't know if you remember, there were a map. And here in the corner, we had an airplane that was moving. So I had a stack background, but I have a GIF image that was making the interactive part. Then we are going to use, or we can use videos. For use videos, you are going to go to YouTube, regular website that all of you know how to use. You are going to choose the video that you want to add. Check that maybe the time or how long you want to use it. And you're going to come back to this presentation. You're going to copy the link. You're going to insert the video. And then you're going to work with the format of the video. I'm going to show you right now. So I already have a video here, but for insert it, you're going to go to insert option. Here you have pictures, box, audio, video, shapes, table. You can add anything. We are going to choose, of course, video. You are going to see this bar, and you're going to paste here the link of your YouTube video. When you paste it, you are going to select your video, and you're going to insert it. In this case, I already have mine. But also, you can upload videos from yourself, from your Google Drive. In this case, as you can see, I have my school videos, so you can upload any from there. But it's up to you, the one that you want to use. When you insert it, you're going to click on it, and you're going to see that here, you're going to have format options. So you're going to click on it, and in your right, you're going to see that we have different kind of things. So I'm going to click on here. You have the option to play automatically. What that means that when they switch the slide, this video is going to start alone. They don't have to put play. It's going to start alone. But you can choose that they click on it and they decide when it starts. Also, you can change the time when the video is going to start and end. For example, if you want to work with a video that takes 2 minutes, but you only want the minute 1:20 to 2, so you're going to change here at what time it's going to start and at what time it's going to end. Also, you can use the video, but you don't want to hear the audio, you can mute it. This is up to you. So there are other options, but I don't use them. You can explore them if you want, but it's about the position of the video in the slide. So these are the most important ones. The good thing of using different kind of resources like images, GIF images, audios, videos, is like it keeps them all the time looking at the screen, paying attention to the virtual field trip. It's like they are engaged, they're motivated, and it's going to develop in them that feeling of curiosity of what is the next, what is going to happen now. And of course, they are knowing a new place, a new country, anything. So they are going to be all the time like inside the screen trying to be there, trying to pretend to be there. So now we're going to learn how to add text animations. What that means, how we are going to make that the different text that we are going to use appear in the screen in different ways, in different times. First one things, then the other ones. So for that, what we are going to need is first, of course, write the text that we want to use. Then we are going to do as in the video, select the text, and we are going to give the option animate. And we are going to explore it right now. I have two different things here. Of course, I write about my country because I'm so proud of it. And when you click on it, as you can see, you're going to do right button on your mouse. And these are the different things that you can do with your work. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find the animate option.
Hey, Fiamma, I'm going to interrupt you for just a second. I just want to let you know that's 20 minutes, and so many people are in here. Some of the questions, one of the things they're asking is access to your information, and I told them that we will go ahead and post it in your presenter information in Sched. So that's your 20-minute warning. Keep posting all these great questions, y'all, because we're going to bring them to her at the end. So that's your 20-minute warning.
Perfect. Thank you. We are in the middle of it. So, as I said before, click on your right button of your mouse, and you are going to click on the animate option, and here you are going to have the different options. In this case, I'm going to delete it so I can show you how to do it. I'm going to go back. So we say right button, animate option, and here this is going to give you automatically this one, but you can switch and put the one that you most like. Here you're going to have for choose the effect that you want to use. In this case, I always use the same one. And here you can choose if it's going to appear when you click on the screen, or if you want that they come after a previous slide, so the slide is going to move and the text is going to appear automatically, or with previous. In this case, I have two different texts. If I choose this option, both are going to appear at the same time. Also, you can choose do it by paragraph. What I mean that if it's a long text, it's going to appear by line. So we're going to make it slower, and the kids have more time to read it or understand what it's saying. And also, you can change the velocity of the text. You can do it super fast. You can do it slow. This is up to you. When you are done, you don't need to close it. You can go to this one. That is the other text that I have. Come back here, and as I say, it appeared the option add animation. So I'm going to add on it, and it's the same. As you can see, this is my text. This is the effect. I'm going to change. I'm going to put another one in this case. This one. I'm going to leave on click, and there you have that. So let's see if I can show you this. I'm sorry. I'm going to be back. There is something that I didn't put. We are going right button, animate. Please check all this kind of stuff before you do it. As you can see, I have two different ones. I'm going to delete this one. There you go. So we have one. Perfect. Check everything before sending this to your students, please. While it continues appearing, it should be because of the effect that I choose. But as you can see with Argentina, when I click, it appears. Oh, it leaves. That was the secret. Muy bien. So, those are the things about text. You can use the effect that you want, you can manage the time, and the velocity that they have. We're going to continue with audios. This is the most funny part for me. That app that I told you is called Another Voice. Is so funny. You can record audios pretending like you are a robot, like you're a baby, like you have helium in your throat, like you can change to female and male. It's so funny. I spent a whole day trying different kind of voices, and what you can do is like you record yourself and you upload it direct through your Google Drive. So you don't have to do anything else than that, and you can find it in your Drive and upload it in your Google Slide, and that's all. You don't have to convert, to change the format, anything. So, as I said before, we are going to use Google Drive to find them. So you have to have a specific folder in your Google Drive where you can find all your audio. So I have one that is music and sounds, and there I put the links to the videos, the link to the sounds, the link to the audios that I record. You are going to upload your audios, and in this case, if you are going to use a YouTube audio, there you need to use the YouTube Capture app that I told you before, because the YouTube audios, videos, of course, are in MP4, and we need them in MP3 to use as audio. So, using YouTube Capture, you are going to click in the link, paste in the app, and this app is going to give you different options. You can convert it to different kind of video, different kind of audio. MP3 is the first one, so you are going to do it. But it's just another app that you need to download and explore. It's super easy. You are going to find the bar search, paste the link, and convert it. That's all. When you convert it, you download it to your computer, and then you upload it to your Drive folder also. That is really important. Like Google Slide only is going to allow you to upload audios that are in MP3 format. So check that, because you're going to say, oh, I record this, but I can upload it. I can find it. Why? You have to be sure that it's in MP3 format. So I'm going to show you in your Google Drive. If you're not used to this, in your Google Drive, you are going to find the option to create a new folder. And as you can see here, I have music and sounds. That is where I upload all my audio stuff. So I have everything there. It's easy for do it. And if you start organizing yourself in this way, like having everything in different folders, specific ones, then like creating your virtual field trip is going to be much easier and much quicker. Of course, the first time that I did it, I have to say it took me like 2 or 3 days, because first looking for the pictures, looking for the audios, looking for the videos, knowing what I want to show them, because like Argentina is huge. I have so many things to do. So I choose one part of Argentina. I choose the main streets or the main places of Buenos Aires. So it takes time. It takes some organization things, but I can tell you that the result is much better than using one creative for another one. So this is the most important website that we are going to use it, or Google tool, that is Google Earth. I don't know if some of you already use it. I'm going to go back to the other presentation now to show you how it looks. The thing is like it's a little slow because due to the tools that Google Earth use is some kind of use so much information to go up to there, so it takes time to load, but the result is amazing. So if you continue checking on your Google Tools bar, where we find already Google Drive, Google Slide, you have, if you scroll down, Google Earth. This tool allows us to travel around the world. Like if you want to go to inside a museum, you can be there. If you want to go to the middle of the street, you can be there. And if you want to see the world from the space, you can do it. So this tool is amazing. So when you go open Google Earth, you are going to search the place that you want to work on. When you find like the exact place that you want to share with your students, that's super important, because in Google Earth, like the specific picture of the specific 360 view that you have of some places are uploaded for particularly people. So maybe you can find one and appear a guy taking the picture, and I don't know if all of us want our student looking at that guy that we don't know who it is. So the idea is that you have to take a look of that and see which part of the place you want to share, and just copy the exactly link of the place that you choose. When you come back to your presentation, you are going to click on the word that you want to add that link, and in this case, I'm going to show you. So I already did it with this word, but I have this one that, as you can see, if I click on this, I have the link already put it there. But I'm going to show, if I select this one, right, that is in black, you are going to see here the link option. So you're going to insert link, and there you can. Look at this. You can put a link to slides in the same presentation. What that means, they can go and come back in the same slide. For example, if you want to post a video. Also, you can post a YouTube video there. You can put a picture link. Like in the link part, you can put whatever you think you can need. The thing is, if we put so many links that have to go out the presentation and come back, maybe it's going to be a little distracting for them. So if you only work with Google Earth, that is going to be the only site that they have to go out and come back. But you can use the one that you most like. So you're going to paste the link there and add it. In this case, I'm going to check on this. I'm going to see if we can go here. So when they click in the blue word, as we clicked right now, this is going to open directly the Google Earth website. And as you see in my search bar tool, this is the specific link to this place. It's not like Google Earth website. It's Google Earth in that place that I choose. Let's see if it works. We are going to give it like 1 minute to load all the information. And as I said before, you can feel that you are exactly in that place. And I think that that is awesome. Here we are seeing the Estadio La Bombonera from Argentina. We are seeing it from the space, right? We are seeing from up there. But if you go here, as you can see, we have the word. We have different options to see it. If you click on the little guy, you are going to move him, and you can put him inside the stadium. As you can see, so many light blue circles appear and so many lines. So you have to put him on some of this light blue stuff, and look how it's going to work. From a moment to another, we are inside the stadium of Boca in Buenos Aires. So imagine for our students to be able with one click to travel and be inside this place, or in front of the Paris Eiffel Tower, or inside the, I don't know, some kind of museum in Mexico in Death Days. There are so many things that you can do just with this tool. And they can explore it. And also you can put some kind of challenge. Okay, when you are in the Boca Stadium, take a look and find, I don't know, some kind of things. So you're going, because they can move here, go and come back, up and down. So I'm going to come back. I love doing this. I'm going to come back here. So as I said before, using Google Earth, you're going to look for the specific place that you want to go. You want to take them, and you are going to copy the link and paste it here, and that's all. It's going to appear automatically like this. Google Form. That, as I said before, this is an optional one. You don't have to. For example, I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I didn't use Google Form, but I used this passport that I told you, that I sent them before the virtual field trip. They complete the virtual field trip. When they were done, I asked them to record a video saying which was the part that they most like, and that was like the evidence that I have that I did it, and I upload in their passport a virtual stamp of Buenos Aires, so they have a passport that says that they traveled to Buenos Aires, and that was amazing. But maybe with middle school or high school students, you can use a Google form where they have to answer some kind of questions, or they have to give you some kind of information about what they see, or they can share their thoughts about the virtual field trip. So for that, what you have to do is just create a new Google form, add the questions that you want, that it could be short answer, multiple choice, yes or no. Google form has many options to choose. And this is a good thing. In the settings of the presentation, you can change the last message. I know if you realize that when you complete any Google form, it says your answer was being submitted, make a copy or something like this. So you can change that last message. I'm going to show you now. And you can put something like, congratulations, you already completed your first trip, or thank you for visiting Buenos Aires, or you did awesome. Now, like, you can put whatever you want to make it more personalized to our students, so they feel like it was real. So, well, as you know, in our Google Forms part, you are going to have the blank to create a new one. If you click on the kind of questions that you want to add here you have, it could be short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down. You can upload file, you can upload pictures. This is up to you and your creativity. And in the right corner of our page, we are going to see the settings. When we click in the settings, here we are going to put if they can answer only one time, they can answer 2 times, if they can ask for a copy of their answers. This is you are going to check what you need. But in the presentation part is where you are going to switch or change the confirmation message. So there you're going to delete the regular one that says your answer was being submitted, and you're going to put the cool message for your students saying, hey, you finished your trip, hey, you get your stamp, or whatever you need to say there.
Hey, Fiamma, just it's a 9:35. You got a couple of questions that are coming in, so if you want to go ahead and take 5 more minutes, but there's some really good questions coming in. So I'll let you know when it's 9:40, because remember, we change out at 9:50.
Perfect. We are almost done. The last part, and the most important, sharing the presentation. This is something that we used to have so many troubles, including now, when I create the activities to work in the school and I share with my co-teacher, my other co-teacher, and she tried to open and request access and say, oh, what I did bad? Well, this is something that we have to explore in Google Slides. But to share with our kids and they don't be able to modify it, you have 2 options. First of all, you can just, of course, change the sharing options here to make it public so they can see it. But when you get the link, as you can see here in my case, for example, my regular link, it has in the middle an edit option. I mark it here. So you are going to copy this link, but when you paste it on your student assignment, you are going to change the edit for copy. What is going to change on this? That when they click on the link, automatically it's going to open a new tab and it's going to ask them to make a copy of the presentation. Because if they open this one, probably they are going to be able to go into my virtual field trip and change things, modify things, and I could die if that happened after all the work that I did. So changing the edit for copy is going to ask them make a copy to be able to open it. If they don't make a copy, they can open it. So that's a great option. And if you don't want to share it like a link like this, you can go to File, scroll down, and you have the option to publish to the web. In this case, when you give here the setting that you want, but when you get the link, for example, I'm going to publish right now, I'm going to say yes. Here I have my link. If I share this one, I don't need to change anything. And when they open it, it's going to open directly as a presentation. Like they're not going to see it as a Google slide. They're going to see it as a presentation. So it's going to open like a video, and they're going to start to scroll down each slide to enjoy the virtual field trip. I made a complete video tutorial of this presentation in YouTube. It's in Spanish. I'm so sorry because of that. But I did it to my before presentation that was for my participate colleagues of the Spanish program. So I'm pretty sure that you can change in the bottom of the YouTube options to put closed captions, as I do with the English videos to see it. You can put closed captions and maybe you can see it in English, or if you don't, anyway, like the steps that you have to follow are going to be the same in English and in Spanish. So maybe it could help you if you have so many doubts or you don't remember how to do some things. I know that there is a lot of information, but I just learned all of this just clicking in the different tools that Google offer me, and I discovered, and I'm continue learning each day new things that it has. So just feel free to explore and enjoy the way to do it. And with that, it's all for today for me with this presentation. I thank you so much.
Okay, I think we've got some questions. I saw Ms. Stewart actively writing questions down. Ms. Stewart, did you want to go ahead and start?
One of them is, what is the voice changer app that you use?
It calls Another Voice. I found it. I have an iPhone, so I have it in Apple Store. I know maybe in iOS devices, but in Android probably you can find it, or you can change. You can Google some kind of changer voice app, and you're going to find. But this one is Another Voice. It's called like this.
Okay, thank you. Another question is, will you demonstrate how to do a moving
I'm sorry,
GIF?
can you say it again?
Will you demonstrate how to use a
Yes.
moving GIF?
The moving
Again.
GIF is you look for it on Google as a GIF image, you save it as a regular image, and when you put it in the presentation, it's going to appear with the effect by itself. Like you don't have to move anything. What you can do is you have two ways to use it, as a background or as a regular image. So if you use as a background, it's going to be there, just don't moving from the slide, but yes, having the effect. And if you use it as image, you can put it on a stack image, and that one is going to be moving. I don't know if I can continue sharing, but
the most important thing is they need to put like cat and then GIF, right? So it's
as you can
moving,
see in the virtual field trip to Argentina, the background is a stack, is a regular image, and I put this airplane moving. I'm sorry. The airplane is the GIF one. That was an image that was saved in my computer's GIF. And in this presentation, this slide, the background was an GIF. I look for it as a travel GIF, and it appears, and I save it. And it's awesome because it looks like a video.
Yes. Another question is, have you tried adding V60 VR videos to your slides? If so, are they able to insert in a way that keeps the interactive nature?
I'm going to tell you, like, I only use the basic tools of Google's. I'm learning a lot of technological things right now. But as teachers, we have like a slogan that says, keep it smarter, not harder. So if you can do the same using YouTube and Google tools, it's going to be awesome, and they are not going to realize that you are using tools that they can use too. But that's the way. Maybe with what we know how to use that. No more harder things I didn't try.
Right. Also, can you put up the YouTube video again so they can?
Sure.
They'll know where to find it.
There you go.
You guys, if I missed a question, type it in
also,
so I can ask.
Well, if you're asking some more questions, that's awesome. We're going to be putting the secret word up. I know one of the big questions was asked was, I can't get the link, or where is it? We're going to ask Fiama to go ahead and post this in the SCED so that people can access it inside of there as well. So just a couple of, I'm going to post up a couple of these so that everybody can see them. And then we're going to put the secret word up in a second. Yeah, we don't want anybody to leave yet. I was going to try to make a field trip on some of the top station engineer. I think the virtual field trip of a computer, that would be kind of cool. This is interesting. Thank you for your comments about that. I know I've seen teachers, actually one of the teachers at one of the schools I was at where Ms. Stewart is at, is a high school history teacher. And during some of the time, she's actually traveled around to some of the Civil War battle sites and has actually gotten some really cool video that she's been showing to her kids. So that's kind of cool.
I was interested in asking her on Monday if I could see how she presented it.
Yes. So that is awesome. So I don't see any more questions, Ms. Stewart. I was in the keynote speaker this morning, but I did not get a secret word. Is there a way to go back? Real quick, I would just go back to that video. You can actually scrub through it and actually maybe get that word because it's still up on YouTube. But don't tell anybody I shared that with you. So so here's the thing. If you have signed up on sced.org, you will be getting an email. And as some of you have noticed, it'll take a few minutes because it's going out to over 4,500 people. But go ahead and just jot this word down. Please do not sell this. Do not give this to your friends. Not opposed to selling it, but do not give it to anybody. But that's the secret word, and we're going to stay here. By the way, just so you know, presenter, you had a total of, at one point, 85 people in your session that were all very complimentary.
Yes, this was so awesome. I learned a lot.
Yeah, that was very cool. So I would encourage you guys to make sure that you're going to the tcca2020.sked.com. Check out the additional sessions, and if nobody has, let me check and let's see. We got some other questions that came in. Okay, something from our YouTube watcher out there. Look at the bottom of the video. It's written on the screen. Thank you, ma'am. Here it is. I'll leave that up there for a second.
And I'm going to Argentina. That is going to be on my bucket list.
Yes.
What I missed it. What district are you in? Are you an Aldine person? No.
No
North
yet.
Carolina.
I'm sorry. Oh, you want to come down to Texas?
I would love it.
Yeah, well, we can get you a job. We can get you a job down here. Miss Stewart and I have been around forever. We know everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. Also, shout out to one of the OGs for TCCA, Ms. Rita Singletary. Rita Singletary for many years was in charge of parking at Davis High School during the event. So shout out to you. Everybody's got VIP parking this year. So if nobody else has any other questions, we're going to go ahead. We can end this session because Ms. Stewart and I need to jump into our next session. So awesome job. We're going to ask Fiama to post this information into her Sked session so that people can get to it.
Thank you so much for sharing your information. It was so nice meeting you this morning.
Thank you.
And think about that. She's coming to us live from North Carolina. Is that north of the Mason-Dixon line? Are you a northerner or a southerner? Oh, wait. You're from South America, so we're going to call you a southerner.
Okay. I agree.
Awesome. Thank you, and y'all have a great day.
Thank you.